basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Triple Crown Sports. Destination locations, signature memories, professional staff. And by Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, an all-inclusive experience.
The pools of the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, popular in the day, basketball the mainstay at night. Purple Aces Bulldogs on the floor for semifinal number 2 of the Cancun Challenge from the Riviera Maya, presented by Triple Crown Sports. The starting lineups tonight: Evansville Purple Aces of the Missouri Valley Conference. They'll feature those 5. And Coach, who do you pull off of that list?
Well, Ryan Taylor is a terrific player at that. He's averaging 24 points a game. He's shooting 48% from three-point land. He's a very, very talented player.
Those will be the 5 for the Purple Aces. For the Mountain West Fresno State Bulldogs, pick us somebody off of that list.
Well, Deshaun Taylor, averaging 18 points a game, second team all-conference last year. He can play point or two. He can score from three-point land or get to the rim.
And there you have it. A couple of guys to keep an eye on. We'll keep on all 10 as we get underway here. 5-on-5, and we're underway. White Unid Bulldogs, designated home team in the bracket.
Evansville starts out man-to-man, which they play most of the time.
Ball gets loose. Turnover on their first possession for Fresno State. Ball was in the hands of Ryan Taylor, a 6'6" guard, scoring force for Evansville with some size. Speaking of size for the Bulldogs, that's Terrell Carter II, the big man in the middle. Stepped out on D, shot up and good, and well, there you go, Coach, right out of the box, Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor, averaging 24 points a game, second leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference right now.
Second possession for Fresno State after a turnover. Lost the ball on the handle on that first possession, and they'll cash in. This time will the Bulldogs. Bryson Williams, who is second on the team at 17.3 points per game, just about a half point below Deshaun Taylor's scoring mark this year of 17.7.
He's averaging 80% from the field. Dad, I mean, that's like you when you were in your prime.
That was just after my prime. Hey, what's it going to take tonight, Coach, to put together a winning formula for a W?
Evansville, pound the glass. That's one of their weaknesses. And limit points in the paint. Don't let Fresno penetrate or score inside. And for Fresno, knock down threes. One of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, shooting 49% from three-point land. And slow down the guy who's made the shot, Ryan Taylor, who's averaging 24 a game. Can't let him go crazy.
Knocking down threes, slowing down Ryan Taylor. It's Ryan Taylor who knocks down a 3 of his own on the flip side, working against that formula.
Exactly.
Winning formula. Hopkins goes in, and that's offensive.
Yeah. This is a feisty team from Evansville. They got a big heart. Is Marty Simmons.
Marty Simmons, 11th year for Evansville, 17 seasons overall, heading up a sideline. Graduated from Evansville in 1987. 17 overall seasons, 11 those at the helm for the Purple Aces.
I coached against Marty Simmons. When he played for the Purple Aces in the late 80s, I was head coach at Xavier. We had a tremendous rivalry, and Marty Simmons was a monster, very tough to defend.
Hopkins had to adjust, and that's good chase down defense for Evansville by Dalen Traore. Alters the shot, denies the points. Evansville looking to build on a 1-point lead. Well, these guys, it's a late night game. It's 8:30 Eastern time after being on the resort all day long. They're coming out with some energy.
Exactly. Now it's a big game. Big game for both teams and also for both conferences. The Mountain West Conference and the Missouri Valley Conference, to get a good quality win against a top 100 team is really, really important. So these are two excellent teams.
7th year head coach at Fresno State, Rodney Terry, and a guy who yesterday, as we poked around the resort, watched practices, what a dynamic presence on the sideline, magnetic personality. Rodney Terry heading up Fresno State's.
Last guy, he looks good. Looks like he's in great shape. Look, he can still play.
Evansville substitution. KJ Riley going to check in for the Purple Aces. He'll take the spot of Dwayne Gibson. So Coach Gillen, you were at Xavier coaching against the current coach for Evansville, Marty Simmons. And who got the better of those matchups?
We won a couple, they won a couple. They played a place called Roberts Stadium, which is a tough place to play, and we played at Cincinnati Gardens, so it was pretty even. Marty was a great play, transfer from Indiana, as you know. Played 2 years for Bobby Knight, and came to Evansville, played for Jim Cruz, who was a Bobby Knight, assistant, and a great coach for the Purple Aces for a long time. And we had some great battles. But Marty was a tremendous player. He's a class guy, and he's doing a great job at Evansville. 2 years ago, as you know, they were, in 2014-15 and 15-16, they had a great back-to-back run of 49 wins. One of the best back-to-back seasons in school history. Last year was a little down, 16 and 17. They had some key injuries.
Yep, eighth place finish in the Missouri Valley Conference for Evansville a year ago. Looking to climb the ladder. Last postseason, last NCAA tournament, 1999. Last NIT, 1994. Been a while for the Purple Aces.
They should have got in a couple years ago. They were 25-9. Should have got in. Bad call by the NIT committee.
Bulldogs have possession, down by a point. About 2.5 minutes into our second semifinal of the Cancun Challenge. Got an open opportunity, not going to trigger that from Jerron Hopkins. Shot clock down to 10 seconds now. Terrell Carter gave it away. Try again. Reset for Hopkins. Steps back. And Taylor takes the rebound. That drive, Cincinnati to Evansville, what is that, hour and a half, a couple hours?
It's about, almost 2 hours, And tremendous rivalry.
Those are fun days playing in that neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah. No, it was fun.
Hey, you mentioned Rodney Terry. Looks like he'd still play. Check out his shoes. If we can get sure Marty Tarl, director, is going to get us a shot at the coach's shoes. He came. He's ready to check in if needed.
He looks good.
Rodney Terry's sporting some kicks.
Looks good in his suit.
Bright red going on over there.
He's got the cologne on, the mousse. He got the product, and he looks great. He's a class guy. Done a terrific job 2 years ago. Went to the NCAA tournament.
There you go.
Last year went to the NIT.
That's a guy, you can hire assistants easily. He lets everybody wear tennis shoes. They're over there relaxed. He can hire anybody he wants. Anybody wants to work for that.
Exactly.
Shoe game. Pass is deflected, and Jamel Taylor had the deflection, and then a foul grabbing him before Jamel could break away.
Jamel Taylor, one of the top three-point shooters in the country. Shot 45% from three-point land last year. A top 10 three-point shooter. Played a point of the two. Transferred from the University of Washington.
Through the lane, and some traffic there for Deshaun Taylor, who leads the team in scoring. He'll give it out on a three try and a three good from Bryson Williams.
Bryson Williams, what an improvement he made from his freshman to his sophomore year. He's a young man from the Fresno area, and boy, really playing great. Scoring well. He's averaging 17 points a game. As you mentioned before, shooting over 80% from the field. He made his first two shots.
Big straight-up defense from the big man, Carter, and that creates a difficult shot opportunity. Under 16 left in the first half as the teams trade some initial jabs. 5-3 Fresno State. Fresno State 5, Evansville 3, 15:58 to go. First half of semifinal number 2 at the Cancun Challenge. Somebody going to play for a championship tomorrow night and add themselves to this list in the 10th year of the Cancun Challenge. Last year's winner, Purdue. Maryland the year before that. Back-to-back Big Ten winners. And Wisconsin from Big Ten. Illinois in there.
Yeah. A couple of Valley scores here. We see Wichita State, Northern Iowa, two great programs. Now Wichita State moved on to the American, as you know. But look at that. Who's who? Kentucky, Purdue, Maryland. You have a great history there. You got to be proud of it. You in Triple Crown Sports. We have a great field this year. Some, maybe not all the glitter, but I think terrific teams.
And the birthplace of, if not champions, birthplace of highly successful teams. You saw in that graphic that was up a minute ago, all of the great accomplishments of teams in the same year they came to Cancun Challenge, then rising through the postseason.
No, it's a bonding thing where the players spend a lot of time with each other, practicing in the hotel rooms, getting together. So it really helps the basketball, but plus the chemistry. That's very important. But Evansville has a great tradition. They do a terrific job. Ooh.
Good finish, and that's the guy you talked about who can score it, and he scored it a couple of times. Ryan Taylor with 5 points.
Yeah. Evansville, last 4 years, they have the leading scorer in the in the Missouri Valley, which is terrific. This year, Ryan Taylor's close second. He's 24 points a game.
A whistle and a foul, and that one, that's going to go against Dalen Traore. Checking in for Evansville, Danius Hatchkevicius. Now on the floor, Hatchkevicius from Lithuania. He's in here in Cancun. 8 seconds on the Bulldogs shot clock. Good move in through the paint, crashing to the floor and heading to the free throw line, Ray Bowles Jr.
Yep, so when attack the basket off the bounce, it was a prayer. You got to let him go. Bowles was out of control, transfer from the University of Pacific. That was a big, big prayer. But he got bailed out by getting hit in the head. That's it. Be aggressive. Good things happen to you.
Foul Danius Hatchkevicius. And he's got one. You know, the
you like saying that name, don't you?
We're going to keep. I was told the way to really practice it is hot cabbages, is what they said. It's like hot cabbages.
Yeah.
It's not quite like that. Bowles Klang's the first one. Fresno State substitution. Sam Bittner comes on the floor. Hey, someone need to double back there for Coach Rodney Terry. He's got a situation with 2 fouls, and already out is Jerron Hopkins, the team's leading rebounder at over 8 boards per game, plus 13 points per game. Hopkins got a quick 2 fouls. He played 3 minutes, and he's on the bench.
He does that a lot. I had a game at Fresno State last year where they played against Marquette. He got 2 quick fouls in the first half there, too. And it really hurt the Bulldogs.
3 substitutions going on here for Fresno State. They've got Johnny McWilliams now waiting at the table. He'll check in next whistle. Tied at 5. A couple of missed free throws by Bowles left some points in the sandy beaches of the Riviera Maya. Hatchkevicius missed the shot and kicked around. There's some discombobulation coming down. Foul is called.
Marty Simmons was going crazy. You got to be careful. You don't want to get a T. Look at him. You don't like it. What's going on?
Yeah, the call. The ball was loose, banging around. A lot of bodies flying around for the ball, and Evansville not pleased that that's a foul call. They thought it was just loose ball hustle by everybody.
It's Evansville's first road game. They have not heard a boo yet this year, so.
How about
different. I get booed a lot.
You've heard some?
Oh, yeah. When I was at Providence, we lost the jump ball. I got booed.
Get started early. Taylor.
No.
Missed the 3, and bodies flying around. We've got the epidermis deposits. We've got the brooms getting used with great frequency here early. These teams are getting after it. Big energy.
Yeah. Nice move.
Good finish through some contact. To the floor went K.J. Riley. Through the net went his ball.
Nice job, K.J. Riley. Usually a good defensive play, but it was a nice offensive move.
Janelle Taylor, the shooter you talked about, gives it away. Bittner had it. A weave going on with McWilliams, who just checked in. And no shot whistle before that shot went up. A screen foul, illegal.
And we see nice crossovers, hesitation dribble. KJ Riley with the left hand, nice finish. Attacking the hoop. Both teams are being very aggressive. That, as you said, attacking the basket. It's like you attack the buffet line.
Yeah.
Really?
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Sparks.
I've never.
When you got to you were about half hour late for breakfast meeting, but
I've never been accused.
We're not going there.
No, you just did.
I'm sorry.
Too late.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Frederick King just checked in. That's Noah Frederick King. He feeds it inside, and Evansville, another bucket. 9-5 now. Purple Aces on top of Fresno State.
Yep. It's the motion offense. They do a great job reading. It's what they ran at Indiana when Marty played for Coach Knight for a couple of years, and Jim Cruz at Evansville. When he transferred there, they ran it, and they executed great then, too.
Great three-point shooter is too strong on that, and the rebound kicked out. Taylor flings it out, thinking about running Evansville. Blake Simmons gives it back to Frederick King. Missed it, strong off the back iron. Of the 9 points for Evansville, the most recent bucket was scored by Ryan Taylor. He's got 7 of the Purple Aces' 9 points.
The scoring machine. As we said, 4 years in a row, Evansville has had the leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference, and this year, Ryan Taylor's going to be right there also. Because they execute real well, and they're smart, they know their role, they really very efficient on the offensive end at half court.
Little contact separation, step back, missed the trigger, did Sam Bittner out of Las Vegas, Nevada. The junior got the shot. Evansville going to set their offense. Couple of subs waiting, one for each team on the next whistle. As we tick to 12.5 minutes left in the first half of this semifinal of the Cancun Challenge.
Isolating Ryan Taylor on that left wing.
Taylor. Officials talking about it. They've got agreement. And that's going against Taylor, offensive.
Good call. We'll see it again. We got a crack camera crew. We flew him in from all over the country. Ryan Taylor, boom, with that right shoulder. Good call. Excellent defense that time by Johnny McWilliams, a 6'6 sophomore from San Marcos, California. Good call. We got a terrific crew again here tonight.
Those subs are in for Evansville. It's number 35, John Hall, a redshirt freshman out of Philadelphia. John Hall checks in. And for Fresno State, their number 22, Ray Bowles, back in the contest.
Yep. Going a little smaller now. Bryson Williams is playing the center. He's really comfortable in the lane.
There's Hatkovicius putting a big old body up, and it doesn't matter. Big finish for the Bulldogs. Wow, that was impressive for Taylor, Deshaun Taylor, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
Deshaun Taylor's a terrific player. Second team All Mountain West Conference last year. Leading scorer right now for the Bulldogs.
Blake Simmons puts it in, kick it back out. Simmons has it again. The redshirt senior. John Hall gives it back to him. 2 on the shot clock. Short on that. Grab before the buzzer. Bulldogs can run. Down by 2. Looking for a foul. Bowles didn't get it. Bowles got that. Bittner. Bulldogs have the tie.
Great hustle that time by Bowles. Got on the floor. Great hustle.
He was looking for the foul on his drive, got knocked to the floor for a moment, thought about thinking, hey, but poor me, and then he thought, wait, there's a basketball available.
Exactly. No, they kept hanging in there. Tremendous hustle that time by Fresno.
Blocking the foul.
This game means a lot to both teams. It's only in November, but hey, the ball's lost. Bittner knocks it away. Look at that. Bowles attack over to Bittner. Great finish. Wow, we get a great game.
Winding down the final few weeks of college football, our team offers up their opinions on all of the possible bowl matchups, including the playoffs inside college football, presented by Sleep Number. Tonight, 11 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. We talked about it before this one started, and we've watched it happen now, and nearly going 7 points for Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor, terrific from way downtown. Knocks it down, goes from everywhere. Attacking the basket, nice move here. Inside, outside, down low, nice curl of the baseline motion offense. Ryan Taylor is a monster. Averaging 24 points a game. One of the top plays in the country that a lot of people haven't heard a lot about.
3 for 5 from the floor. Good start in a one-shot gym for these teams. They roll into town. They play 2 games in here in a tight room. It's got a low ceiling, tight walls, beautiful ballroom with a basketball court built inside for this week of hoops. Taylor takes the inbound feed and knocks it down on cue to pay off Coach Gillen's comment.
Inside, outside. Tremendous out-of-bounds play by Coach Marty Simmons of Evansville.
11-9 Evansville, and the score is actually 9-9 Taylor versus Fresno State.
No, Ryan Taylor, special player.
We got a lot of Taylors in the pattern tonight. That Taylor tried to give it off inside to Carter, bumped away, and Evansville's coming back. Purple Aces have turned it over 5 times in this one. 5 turnovers also by Fresno State. Talked about the frenetic pace, and the turnover is part of that outcome. Hatkovicius, nice board, and a quick kick out to reset possession for Evansville. They've got KJ Riley up top. Ball swatted back into his face by Janelle Taylor. Scorer doing his thing. Uh-oh. Has he got 30 in him tonight, Coach?
He might get 40. He's on fire now. If he's nailing threes the way he moves without the basketball, boy, you got trouble. But right now he's shooting 48% from three-point land coming into the game, Ted.
There's a guy who can shoot the 3. That was just inside the arc for 2, and it rims out. Taylor a couple of good looks, and they've bounced out Janelle Taylor, but Ryan Taylor getting his looks.
Ryan Taylor is on fire. It's his world. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, shake and bake. Through the legs. Up and out. Way over. Deshaun Taylor. Taylor versus Taylor. The time Ryan got the best of him. But 2 terrific players. Right now, Ryan Taylor from Evansville's on fire.
out of Gary, Indiana. As you said, Coach, leads the Missouri Valley at 24 points per game in the early portion here. Evansville off to a 4-0 start, powered by the scoring of Ryan Taylor.
Right, now he's playing great. That motion offense, they go to one guy and they really milk it. They really know their roles, all the players. Tremendous leadership on the team, I think, for sure.
Noah Frederking had it poked away. It goes into the hands of Ryan Taylor, who pulls up just behind the free throw stripe. Missed that, tipped up, whistle, and a rebound foul on the defense. Fresno State commits the foul. Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, the all-inclusive host of the Cancun Challenge. Enjoy a rock star getaway, lavish rooms, world-class dining, stunning tropical views, and you might even spot Pete Gillen. Start your all-inclusive experience at hrhrivieramaya.com. Oh, look, the fountains even have basketballs.
That's it. Got it all here.
That's all-inclusive.
All-inclusive.
You know what else is in there?
What's that?
You can go fishing in there.
Very nice.
Snails.
Beautiful place.
Escargot.
I'm going to try to hide in the janitor's closet, stay a couple more days.
Isn't that where you're staying anyway?
Yeah, it's true. I'm kind of a low priority right now with Triple Crown.
You got that suite going. You're all lined up. Nice takeaway from Deshaun Taylor of Fresno State. One-hand reach around steal, and then he buries the three.
Terrific player. Both these Taylors are outstanding players.
Evansville brought back in Blake Simmons off of that last stop. He's in there now, and they dribble for Ryan Taylor with his team up by 2. Purple Aces have the lead as we tick toward 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Contact, and that was a moving screen problem.
Fresno turning defense. Good hustle by Deshaun Taylor. They push it down the other end. Deshaun Taylor gets a steal, knocks down a 3. Great defense leads to excellent offense. One of the top players in the Mountain West Conference, Deshaun Taylor.
There's Noah Frederking with the foul, his first personal. Deshaun Taylor pondered it. Spin into the paint, trying to give one more pass. Grabbed by Terrell Carter on the deflection. Deshaun Taylor with 6 to shoot. Missed it, and the board for Dalen Traore. Here comes a run out on a takeaway, another turnover. Jamel Taylor flies in. Carter cleans it up and scores. And Jamel Carter, the big man working inside, pays off for Fresno State. His first basket on his first shot of the night. Evansville now looking at a tie score. Steals 6 of them for Fresno State already. Turnovers, 8 for Evansville, 5 for Fresno State. With a short shot clock, 5 seconds to go, Ryan Taylor took it. What's the game here for Fresno State? Are they settling into what you think they want to be doing?
Yeah, playing much better defense now. Sharing the ball. Deshaun Taylor's feeling it now. He's a terrific player. He can score inside or outside. He's trying to take over the game.
Put some spin on that. Taylor couldn't get it down, and the bouncing ball ends up with Traore. Evansville out rebounding Fresno State 13-8. Advantage on the boards for the Purple Aces. Simmons to Frederking. Wanted to turn and shoot. Steps inside and shoots, and fouled.
And we see great defense here by Jamel Taylor, who's a tremendous three-point shooter, one of the best in the country. He also can play D. Taylor's failed. Jamel Taylor attacking the cup, looks around. Big guys, no problem. In the paint. Got it. Nice finish. Bang.
Tie game, 6.5 left in the first half. We've been talking about Ryan Taylor. Yesterday, Evansville coach Marty Simmons would give him a chance to talk about his star.
He's big time. You know, he can guard any position. He's a fierce competitor. He knows how to play, loves competition. You know, he's the engine that drives the train. I mean, he gives everybody out there on the floor confidence. He gives them energy. He's a big leader for us.
Ryan Taylor's terrific. 12 points, 2 for 2 from three-point land, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. he's an outstanding player. Once again, he's really a diamond in the rough, and he could play any place in the country. He'd be an outstanding player.
Having some fun in Cancun, 12 of his team's 14 points. So we're celebrating that. It's an awesome performance, but are you a little concerned if you're Marty Simmons that 12 of your 14 points have come from one source?
Yes, that's good. You sound another cerebral comment. You must be coaching in the off-season somewhere, overseas or something. But yeah, you're right, because he can't do it by himself. He's going to get tired. He's going to get worn down. He'll get his points, but you're 100% right. He's got to get some help.
Yeah, deep in the offseason, Coach. The way offseason.
No.
One and then 2 free throws down and good for Frederick King, and 2 points the lead for Evansville. You a little surprised at all yet by the score?
A little bit. I thought it'd be a good contest, but Evansville's a good team. They're tough, hard-nosed. You got to beat them. They don't beat themselves. They're well-coached. They're tough young men. A lot of character.
Taylor drives, and he's blocked. Going to get some free throws. We're talking about Ryan Taylor's 12 points, and Frederick King and Riley each have 2 points.
Jamel Taylor puts his head down now. Evansville steps in. I thought that was a charge. I thought he was there. I thought he stepped in. He got a break on that one. Maybe he moved at the last second. Or he was in the restricted line, the lane there.
Dalen Traore, his second foul. You're talking about earlier, Coach, about Jamel Taylor, his three-point shooting prowess. I ran into him in the lobby out here last night, and I asked him about his glasses that he wears. He said he just got those in college. I said, how long have you been wearing glasses? He said, I just got it in college. He said, things were kind of blurry, and now he doesn't go anywhere without them. That's a guy who can shoot it, a guy who had to get some assistance in the eye category.
What's wrong with that? I got,
some guys are a little reluctant to do that, but
sometimes,
good
but
move,
no.
helped him out.
Yep. Little 1-2-1-1 zone press here now by Fresno State. You don't want to throw that ball to the corner if you know it's coming. You don't want to throw it to the ball side corner. It's easy to trap.
Good. On that glasses thought with Jamel Taylor, I asked him, I said, are those protective or prescriptive? Because some guys, if they've had an injury, they might wear them just for protection. He said, no, I need these for clarity, and he's been shooting it extremely well.
100% right. 45% from three-point land. Last year, one of the top 10 in the country.
Frederick King gave that off to KJ Riley. Tied at 16. Corner, Simmons. Good for 3. Deep ball from Blake Simmons.
Fifth-year player, missed all last year with an ACL injury. He's the best leader on the team. Coach's son and an excellent player and a terrific leader.
I'm sure to Coach Simmons' liking, now 4 different guys have scored for Evansville, where a moment ago it was just 2 guys, with all that being done by Ryan Taylor. Turnaround score, Terrell Carter from Los Angeles, the big senior center, 6'10", 290. The listing on Carter. You said I attacked the buffet line.
Yeah, he's a big fella. Nice young man. He's got a good heart. He's tough in the low post. Get the ball down low, he's going to score.
Taylor cutting. Trouble with the handle. Gets it to Riley. 3 seconds to shoot. Riley goes up, tried to get some contact. Carter rips it down. And Fresno State, chance to hop on top. And they will on a 3. Drain for the Bulldogs from Johnny McWilliams.
Good defense. Deshaun Taylor's really bothering Riley.
Each team has made 3 threes in the game, and foul whistle inside.
Here we see down low now. Fresno State, ball screen, he rolls, goes to the hoop, they swing it, he posts his man down low. Jamel Taylor inside, Terrell Carter, boom, nice finish for the big fella. Set a good pick, it rolled, and you can't play behind him. He gets the ball that deep, he's going to make you pay. Very efficient, much better shape this year. He's really a monster down low, very tough to guard. Terrific young man. Gotten better and better each year at Fresno State.
Gathering his breath after a foul from Terrell Carter. The first foul for Carter sends KJ Riley from the Bronx to the free throw line. Talking here with a member of the New York City Basketball Hall of Fame, Pete Gillen.
Well, thank you,
Dad. A guy from the Bronx who's carrying on your tradition.
Yep, now he's a terrific player. I was fortunate he was a coach, but it's all about talent. If you have good talent as a coach, you can win. If you don't have talent, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you're on Boot Hill. That's where I'm right now, Boot Hill, but if I can be Boot Hill.
Now you're going to go to this all-inclusive resort? I mean, that's not so bad.
No, this is great. To be on Boot Hill, it's the place to be.
It's a tough time to be a coach, man. It's That's a big job. A lot of moving parts in college hoops.
Yeah.
Inside it goes, down it goes. Fresno State asserting themselves now with some points to get this thing to a 23-21 advantage.
Yeah. But Deshaun Taylor's terrific.
Riley lowers his shoulder, and that's going the other way.
Yeah. Deshaun Taylor can hurt you from the outside with threes. He also can take it to the hoop. He's off a ball screen here. Nice penetration with the left hand. Nice finish. Deshaun Taylor, the top players in the Missouri Valley Conference. In the Mountain West Conference.
And then he runs down and gets blasted into by KJ Riley, who picks up his first foul. Riley got dinged up on the play too, and that was not lost on Deshaun Taylor. He turned around and gave him a little look like, yeah, you took me down and you're the one who came out the worst for it.
Yeah.
And he's replaced now in the lineup is it's John Hall, who's
Ronnie Terry,
in.
7th year at Fresno State, done a terrific job. As you mentioned before, that back-to-back seasons. Last year, NIT, 2 years ago, went to the NCAA tournament.
We are now into the deep portion of the first half. There's a deep launch, a high arcing shot, no good for Deshaun Taylor. Fresno State playing defense up by 2.
Yeah, I isolate Ryan Taylor. Boom.
Outside, deep outside, Noah Frederking.
Frederking is from Southern Illinois, where Coach Marty Simmons is from. I don't know if he recruits somebody in that area. He's got to be an excellent player. This guy can really shoot.
Got the connections into that area. Frederking pays off for 3. Puts his team back on top. Here's a try for an answer, short. Well, Ryan Taylor's got some hops, too. Got up for that board.
Yeah.
Good look up, good rundown defense, and then awareness by Bryson Williams.
Get the ball to the big guy.
Carter, pretty nimble for the big 290-pounder.
Yeah, big fella. You got to double him down low. It's tough in the post when he gets the ball that deep.
Well, up and down we go. A whistle, that'll stop play and take us to a timeout as we wind down the first half. That trophy on the line. Championship tomorrow. Tonight, this semi, Aces, Bulldogs. From the hardwood at the Hard Rock to the gridiron, Fresno State hosts 23rd-ranked Boise State this Saturday, 3:30 Eastern in their final game before the conference championship. The Broncos look to finish the season with a perfect Mountain West record. It's here on CBS Sports Network Saturday, number 23 Boise State at the Bulldogs of Fresno State. And you're seeing those white-jerseyed basketball Bulldogs right now on CBS Sports Network from the Cancun Challenge. Points in the paint, doubling up Fresno State twice as many. Wow,
they're controlling the paint. Too big and physical, we see. You know, get the ball inside to Terrell Carter, the 6'10", the big fella. Look at him, big fella. He's got a nice personality, but he's big and strong, and if you get him the ball down low, he can score.
At the line, Danius Hatkovicius, and he is off on the front end. That'll be the last single bonus of the first half. 10 fouls committed by Evansville, 9 committed by Fresno State. Next one from them will be double bonus both ways. With 2.5 minutes left in the first half. I'd like to see Carter try a 3. See what he's got out there.
Well, he better make it, or he's going to be sitting down.
5 seconds now to shoot. Carter going to need to get it up on the rim with 1. Hatkovicius, good defense, and that will force a shot clock violation. Man, that is some size in there. That's like 530 pounds, 240-pounder against 290.
Terrific D by Hatkovicius. Walker's down low. Great D, good block. Terrific defense by Hatkovicius.
Danius sets himself down low, waiting for the offense to arrive with Evansville up by 1 and in possession of the basketball.
The tempo's in Evansville's favor. They want to play the game in the 60s. Fresno likes to score a little more, like to score a game in the 80s.
Tight pass, and Taylor able to haul it in, get it up on the rim, but no good. That was a needle thread.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Taylor can take Frederking. I'd get him the ball, isolate. Deshaun Taylor, best player.
I think I was just asked by one of the staff here if I needed a drink. He just came by and tapped me on the shoulder, live, real time. Shot missed by Taylor. I did decline, by the way.
Did you? That's good. I'm glad you did.
But that's some service. They're even trying to in-game serve the TV crew.
All inclusive. Now they can't do enough for you here in Cancun.
Right. Yeah, fantastic hospitality.
Hospitality's off the
This
charts.
resort, by the way, we started the event here 13, 14 years ago at the women's event. Was at this same facility, then under a different name, and they've done major renovations. You got to get to the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya. This place is beautiful.
Beautiful. Coaches love it. Players, fans love it. It's tremendous.
Corner and good, and that's big for Fresno State. Puts them back on top as Johnny McWilliams puts it in.
Big time three for Johnny McWilliams. 6'6" sophomore from San Marcos, California. Second three, 6 points off the bench.
Double up on Taylor outside, and it pays off. Boom on the other end from Bryson Williams. Timeout taken by Evansville. 31 seconds left, first half.
Yep. Excellent defense by Fresno State. Here we see defense leads a good trap there. They pick it from Ryan Taylor. Bryson Williams up and away. Boom! The Bulldogs are rolling.
.31 seconds from halftime, coming up on AT&T at the half. Brent Stover, John Rothstein, Carlos Boozer in the New York studio, going to get you caught up on a busy night in college basketball. All that and more up next on AT&T at the half. What a great week for college basketball fans. We're here at the Cancun Challenge. Yeah. It's a smorgasbord, a feast during Thanksgiving week.
Unbelievable. Tournaments all over the country. You can't get enough of it. Tremendous season this year. How about Duke? How good did they look when you saw them play about a week ago? Right, the big guy got hurt and knocked off Michigan State. It's going to be a great year in college hoops.
28-24. Fresno State, 8 steals in this first half. That's part of how they've powered themselves to a 4-point lead.
Exactly. The defense led to good offense. Evansville's running the flex offense.
In it goes, and Evansville gets some points before the buzzer. John Hall, big finish. And that will put the scoreboard at a 2-point margin with Fresno State on top, 28-26. Fresno State led in scoring by Taylor and Williams with 7 each. And for Evansville, of their 26 points, a dozen of those from number 0, Ryan Taylor. He's halfway to his season average, averaging 24 points per game coming into this. He's got a dozen here.
He's playing great.
Purple Aces squaring off a Missouri Valley Conference with the Mountain West Fresno State Bulldogs. Great one at halftime. At the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya Cancun Challenge, second semifinal. Louisiana Tech awaits the winner of this one, and it's a tight contest at the break. Fresno State 28, Evansville 26 is the score. Thad Anderson and Pete Gillen. We're here in Mexico, and in Spanish, the word Taylor translates to buckets.
Whoa, both these guys are doing buckets. They're unbelievable.
Scoring led off early in this game. We talked about him before the game started. Ryan Taylor went right to work in the scoring column.
He was tremendous early. He had 12 points. He's averaging 24 a game. Here he's from way downtown, 2 for 2 from three-point territory. Here he goes on the baseline, attacks the coop. Nice finish inside. And here we go. He curled. Nice shot inside. He curled off the motion off. Now we got Deshaun Taylor, who's a second-team All Mountain West player. Great defense, good hustle. He steals the ball. Here we go now from 3 way downtown. Terrific three-point shooter, but can also drive the ball. Attack the basket with the left hand. Nice finish in the cup. 2 terrific Taylors.
You know, contrary to our first game, these teams have both been selective and efficient from the three-point line, not forcing shots up, using the entire half of the offensive floor.
Now both teams are doing well, knocking down threes. 4 for 6 for the Purple Aces, 4 for 9, but 11 turnovers. That's way too many for Evansville. That's way. That's the most. The high season is 13, and right now they have 11. So credit the defense by Fresno State.
Yeah, 13 turnovers in a game, the most this season for Evansville. That's impressive, and they've got 11 in the first half. Playing some D, though, the Purple Aces against this potent Fresno State team. The shot up and no good to start the second half. Hustling back after his miss is Traore, playing defense against Carter down low. Evansville playing their 5th game of the season. They've held every opponent under 30 points in the first half.
Doing a great job. And, teams are getting 57 points against them, and right now they're on target to do that again. Fresno's got 28. And Fresno's playing excellent D also.
Yeah. Shot clock getting low. Bowles tosses it up. Front iron no good, and it is Dalen Traore with the rebound. Rebound battle. Evansville now up 19-13 on the glass, a +6 margin, and to the cup and down. That's a guy who missed a bunch of the first half, only played 5 minutes with 2 fouls, Drew Smith.
Exactly. Attacked the basket. 6'3" sophomore from Evansville. Hometown player, and need him on the court.
Known as an assist maker, didn't have any in the first half because of his foul trouble. Yep. Goes to offense first. That'll loosen him up to distribute the ball. Tossed it up. Williams comes flying in, tries to dunk the putback, and foul called. And underneath him is where the foul came. 2 shots coming. Is that Traore they got with the foul? That's Dalen Traore, and that is 3 fouls now for Dalen Traore, a starter.
Yep.
A big presence inside, the 6'9" senior center from Ivory Coast. Traore's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, it hurts.
Free throw not anywhere near a make. Bryson Williams will have another one. There's a check-in, and seeing good minutes in the first half, Danius Hatkavicius is back in. He'll replace the 3-foul saddled Dalen Traore.
Bryson Williams is the most improved player on the Fresno State team.
Missed the first one way short. Slight overcorrection on the second one is long off the back iron. Gibson dribbling. And a little too isolated for that offensive set, and Taylor goes the other way, swatted by Drew Smith. The absence of Drew Smith can be appreciated more greatly now, the sophomore making an impact.
Very good player, very active, good hustle, didn't put his head down on a mistake. All right, good defense by Blake Simmons. Drew Smith comes behind. Terrific block, excellent defense. Both these teams are really doing an excellent job defensively.
That's a reason for optimism for Evansville, down just 2 at the half, and Drew Smith was a non-factor in the first half.
Right, yep. And Jerron Hopkins for Fresno only played 3 minutes, 2 quick fouls.
Yep, they both got some ammunition left. Fresh legs.
Yep. Big Taylor can go by Simmons.
2 minutes into this second half, we've had 1 basket converted by Evansville, and that means we've got a 28-28 tie. Otherwise, the shooting has been way off the mark, including a couple of free throws. Team's cold out of the locker room.
This game is in the mud, in the glue. Bloody Nose Lane.
And count the bucket. There he is again. Drew Smith making an impact.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Nice penetration here by Bull Gibson. Up and under. Terrific finish. 5th-year player. Missed season 2 years ago with an injury.
2+1 good. The Euno converted, and it's a 3-point lead for Evansville.
Yep.
They led by 5 halfway through the first half at Evansville. They're up by 3 now.
Yeah. And Jerron Hopkins got to get going. A good scorer.
Bittner on the pass back and knocked it down from deep right in front of the Bulldogs bench. Teammates got a good look at that one.
Sam Bittner is a junior. Is really, to me, very impressive right now. Playing with a lot more confidence than he did last year. Looking to shoot. I think he's 7 for 7 from 3-point land so far this season.
Gibson goes all the way. Dwayne missed the shot. Hopkins floats, scores.
That's the tempo. Fresno State wants to pick up the tempo. A little more athletic, a little deeper than Evansville.
First basket for Jerron Hopkins. He averages 13 points per game. He's got 2 now, 2 points. And Hopkins, the team's leading rebounder at over 8 rebounds per game, has none at this point. As we talked about, only played 4 or 5 minutes in the first half with those couple of fouls. Nothing there for Evansville on the possession. Fresno State, after getting behind on the scoreboard, they surge on top and have a chance to extend. That 5-point lead I mentioned for Evansville was the largest of the game for either team. Fresno State, their biggest lead is 4 so far in this one. They can make this their largest. Nope, too strong.
Jerron Hopkins, a very talented player, is a senior, transfer from Colorado, up and away, attacking the basket. Nice finish, nice floater in the lane. That's a tough shot. Jerron Hopkins only played 3 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. You need him now the second half for the Bulldogs to win.
Across the vivid logo at center court of the Cancun Challenge, colorful hardwood here at Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya. Drew Smith handles on the right wing. Shot clock drained down to 5. Simmons can't drain the long ball. Under 16 minutes now. The first 4 minutes of the second half so important, as you've talked about, Coach. What just happened in that first 4?
Well, pretty close. Same thing, good defense. Here we go.
7 ties, 7 lead changes here, and Ray Bowles Jr. That matches Fresno State's largest lead at 4 points.
Bowles transfer from the University of Pacific.
Nice cut, nice pass, and the finish from Ryan Taylor. Ball gets loose off the end line. Officials are going to stop it to retrieve the ball, which will take us to a timeout. Local kids brought in by bus to enjoy this, along with fans from north of the border watching a good one. (35-33) Fresno State on top. Their head coach Rodney Terry talked to us about using the Cancun Challenge for more than just on-court competition.
Well, team bonding. I mean, guys get. But this day and time with social media and things of that nature, there in the phones. I mean, yeah, guys get a chance to shut those down a little bit and stuff. They're not able to use those as much. They, actually have to talk a little bit and spend some time with each other. And I think anytime guys can do that, I think it builds a lot of trust and chemistry among the team.
It's great. When anytime you can go to another country, you spend time with each other at the meals, and practices in the hotel at night, playing video games, whatever they're doing. It's really important. Chemistry is so important for a team. Guys got to like each other on the court, off the court.
A lot has changed in the 10 years since the Cancun Challenge started here on the Riviera Maya, including better connectivity, better internet signal. It used to be when you came down here, you didn't have a choice. Your phone didn't really work.
Exactly.
A little more of that happening now as the evolution has been happening on the Riviera Maya. There's an offensive foul, bang and down, and a foul, and that's going to be the third. Jerron Hopkins, 3 fouls.
Takes him out. He's too valuable a player to have him sitting on the bench. He's got to be smarter than that.
It's all going to matter now as we come down the stretch, and that's the second foul committed by Fresno State. Just 1 foul for Evansville on the night. Evansville shooting 83% from the line, but just 25% for Fresno State. So free throws come into play. Fresno State got to fix that up. Hatkevicius goes to the rim on the left side and puts it down.
Good execution by the Purple Aces.
Ooh, tough move up and under and down. Deshaun Taylor.
What a great shot by Deshaun Taylor. Second team All Mountain West Conference. Terrific player. Transfer from UMKC.
Kangaroos. Evansville. Pull up, pop. No good. Whistle on the rebound. Going to stay here. Defensive rebound foul. Hatkevicius celebrates that one.
Great pick and roll here now by Evansville. Nice ball screen. Ryan Taylor comes off. Hatkevicius. Nice finish inside. Terrific execution by the Purple Aces.
Bryson Williams foul. That's his second. Saw Simmons on the floor. Blake in there for Evansville. He'll take the ball on the inbound. Third foul committed by Fresno State. Evansville shooting the free throws well. They love to pad that foul total on Fresno State.
Yep, keep attacking the basket.
Looking for the underneath seam. Missed it to Dwayne Gibson and taken away. Bodies on the floor. Play on. Purple Aces have possession. Down by 2. Taylor gets set to roll down. Hatkovicius had it surrounded, didn't need the help.
That floater, that's a heck of a tough shot. Ryan Taylor. Knocked down threes, mid-range game, curling the baseline, you name it, he can do it.
From the corner, good deep ball from Jamel Taylor.
Tremendous three-point shooter, little man from University of Washington transfer.
His 3rd try of the night from deep. That's the first one to go down. 5 points for Jamel Taylor. Hop through, Smith, Hatkovicius taken down, and
oh my goodness.
Boy, a grimace of pain, big foul. And Danius Hatkovicius went strong to the rim. Got turned around.
Nice pass. Oh, he hit him. Are you kidding me? That's terrible. Got whacked. You do that outside, you go to Rikers Island prison for 3 years.
You've been there, right?
Yeah.
You fouled like that a couple times. Wait, Sam Bittner got all that one. Credit Bittner. He did go back to Danius.
Oh my goodness! What did he got to do?
Gave his apologies. There, Hatkovicius
got hammered.
Takes a pounding from Carter, who's going to be called for the foul.
I know he's a big, strong guy, but he got fouled. Yep. Terrell Carter. Yep. That time he's going to shoot free throws. Fortunately, I mean.
Danius.
That was obvious.
Luckily, there are a lot of hot tubs and jacuzzi tubs around this resort. He's going to have plenty of places to go soak himself after.
Yeah.
That's a large gentleman from Lithuania, 6'9", 240 the listing. Of course, he just went against Terrell Carter, who's listed at 6'10", 290.
Yeah,
We've seen a couple of 530-pound collisions today.
Big guys. They're playing hard, banging bodies.
It's a quarter ton of action in there in the lane. Carter's going to head out. Nice free throw drop from Danius Hatkovicius. Four points for Danius.
Bryson Williams, get him the ball. I think he's too quick.
Straight up D from Danius, and now the Purple Aces with a chance to get back on top. Speaking about the scoring for Hatkovicius, he's got the 4 points. He's got 6 boards. That's a team high. 10 rebounds in this game for Fresno State from Bryson Williams. He's got double-digit boards, Bryson.
5 team fouls on Fresno State. That could be a big factor later in the game.
Yep, Evansville doing a great job of piling up the fouls on the Bulldogs, and now they seam in the drive. Good put away. Blake Simmons seals off with the body and trickles it home left side. Ball up top in the hands of Johnny McWilliams. Bounces that to Bryson Williams. He had the double-digit rebounds and can't get points on this trip. Evansville up by 1 with the basketball.
Evansville, just be patient, reverse the ball.
Dribbling problem for Drew Smith, and now is he going to get called for that? Yep, that's going to be a foul for Drew Smith, and for Drew, that's his 3rd personal. So it's Dalen Traore with 3. He went to the bench, and now Drew Smith, who missed most of the first half with a couple fouls, he's got his 3rd. He's going to leave right now and be replaced by Dwayne Gibson.
The 3rd foul. That time was a 3rd steal by Jamel Taylor. Doing a good job. He can shoot the ball, but he also played good D.
9 steals for Fresno State. Backside defense yielded, and that'll take us to a timeout. Timeout on the floor with Evansville creeping their way back on top. It's a 1-point game in the semifinals. The 40 is the count, and for Evansville, it's this all-inclusive play of the game presented by Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, and all-exclusive experience features the Aces.
Great defense here now by Bull Gibson. Nice steal. Great hands, gets to Ryan Taylor. Nice finish in the lane of floater. Great teamwork, great defense leads to good offense.
Ryan Taylor, 7 of 14 from the floor. The rest of the team, 8 of 24.
Yeah. He's got to get more help. Can't do it by himself. As good a player as he is, Ryan Taylor needs more help from the Purple Aces.
16 of the team's 41 points. You've mentioned it. We've talked about it a little bit, the defense in this game. Each team keeping themselves in this by hustling, by getting in passing lanes, by getting to the floor. Great effort from the very tip. I mean, from the start of this one, it's been just a fantastic game to watch. Appreciate the effort of these players.
Yeah, doing a great job. 100%, Dad, you're right. Playing excellent defense. Both teams are shooting like 39% for Evansville, only 41% for Fresno because of the outstanding physical defense that you mentioned.
Whistle and a foul. It's going to be a Fresno State foul. And that's going to go against Johnny McWilliams. He's got, let's double check, 2 fouls for McWilliams. 6 fouls now committed, so the next one by Fresno State. Free throw time for the Purple Aces.
If I'm Evansville now, I'm swinging the ball side to side in a motion offense and drive the basketball. Attack the rim unless you're wide open. Go off the bounce.
Shot clock melting down, single digits. Simmons has had to take a couple of shot clock beating tries. Instead, here he'll feed it down and pay it off. Evansville gets an inside bucket from Dwayne Gibson.
Great offense by the Aces. They ran the clock down to the last 2 or 3 seconds there, right, and finish inside. Great bounce pass. Excellent execution by Evansville.
Yeah, patience pays off. Couple of Bulldogs waiting to check in. While Fresno State plays offense, Ray Bowles Jr. puts it in and gets it back on a pass deflection in the shot clock. And they said he got it off. Ball didn't get down. Big bounding rebound by Dwayne Gibson. Oh, and he picked up his dribble, and then indecision led to a travel.
Here we see the coach's son, Blake Simmons, is a terrific leader. Nice bounce pass into the low post. Excellent move by Boo Gibson. One fifth-year senior to another fifth-year senior.
Simmons' first assist of the night. Turnover count now 13 for Evansville. That matches their season high. Tipped up and down. Offensive board and a basket for Jerron Hopkins.
He's very talented. He can do it all. Steal it, finish an open court, knock down a 3. Very good player. Transfer from Colorado.
Well, Marty Simmons works hard on that sideline. Talking to his offense.
He coaches every dribble. Terrific coach. 11 years at Evansville.
The always entertaining Missouri Valley Conference, the home of the Purple Aces. Float with 2 seconds on the shot clock and on the rebound. Takedown, Jamel Taylor, good board. Jamel listed at 6 feet tall. He works inside.
I think he's 6 feet standing on a New York City phone book. He's not 6 feet. He's a terrific player, but he's trying to stretch out a little bit. But tremendous shooter. Got 3 steals this evening. A gutty little guy. He had an excellent year last year. He's doing a great job early this season.
They actually publish a New York City phone book?
I don't know.
That'd be a large document.
A large document. No, they do have one. They do one, but tough to go through that. It's awful big.
Good dribble work by Jamel, and he gives it away. The dish by Jamel Taylor. The dunk from Bryson Williams. Jamel Taylor, 2 assists in the game. Williams 9 points. That's tied for team high with Taylor, 9 apiece. Ryan Taylor gave it away, and that 5th-year senior who assisted moments ago takes an assist and knocks down 3, Blake Simmons.
Yep. Coach's son with a big triple. A terrific game. This game's it's like a mid-season game rather than a game in early November.
Ball comes down. Evansville up by 2. They've got a chance. Ball poked away, and Bittner's there to take it off the backside of Simmons. Quickly down, Fresno State going to get to the free throw line.
And we see now, we have Fresno State. There's a switch. The big guy, Blake Simmons, goes on Jamel Taylor. Shake and bake through his leg. Big guy comes up inside to Bryson Williams. Tremendous offense by the Bulldogs. Great execution. We get a big guy on you. Thad, right? Big guy, you can't guard Jamel Taylor outside, so he did a nice job. He went by him. Defense helped up. He dropped it down low to Bryson Simmons, and excellent finish.
Third foul for Dwayne Gibson sends Bryson Williams to the line. Here comes Drew Smith returning to the lineup, replacing K.J. Riley. So Drew Smith back in for Evansville with 3 fouls. 3 fouls for Gibson. He's also still on the floor. And 3 fouls for Traore, who is not out there right now. On the Fresno State side, Hopkins with 3 fouls. He's the only Bulldog with 3.
Right now, Fresno is 2 for 10 for 20% from the foul line. So Fresno in a close game, you got to make your free throws.
The winner of this goes to the championship game of the Cancun Challenge, down to 5 seconds on the Purple Aces shot clock. Simmons, he's stuck. Smith gets it away and got it. Big 3, buzzer beater, Drew Smith.
A lot of poise on that pass.
The feet were staggered, out of rhythm, and Smith just had to get it away. Banged it home. Tried to draw a foul on the backside of that shot delivery, did Deshaun Taylor. Missed the shot.
You're able to take your time, swing the ball, look for your top player, Ryan Taylor. Get him the basketball, maybe down low.
Cutter is Simmons, cradles the ball and lost it out of bounds. Turnover by Evansville. Will be their 15th of the game, but they've carved out a 5-point cushion at this timeout. We talked early on in this game about how do you win this thing. Evansville, they've built a 5-point lead over Fresno State. Coach Gillen's winning formula. Let's revisit that, figure out what it is that's put the Aces on top.
Well, pound the glass. The Purple Aces are doing that. 30 rebounds to 24, so they're winning that. Limit points in the paint. Fresno State only has 22. That's not bad. Knockdown threes. Fresno State 6 for 13. That's good. And then slow down Ryan Taylor. They're not doing that. He's got 16. So right now, the Purple Aces are doing theirs. The Bulldogs only got one of their winning formulas, the 3-point shooting. All right, and Ryan Taylor's got too many points with 16.
Yeah, the Ryan Taylor challenge has been a problem for Fresno State, but the flip side of that, what you just talked us through, that helps illustrate why this has been such a good basketball game. Each team executing well, and we got a tight one down the stretch.
Great game. This is like, once again, a game in the middle of January. It's not a game in November 22nd.
Lost in time.
Boom!
There's one from deep. Jamel Taylor, and Fresno State needed that. They're back within 2.
Yeah, that was from way downtown. That was from Caracas, Venezuela. Heck of a shot. It's, again, one of the top 3-point shooters. Now, as a team, as you know, they're shooting 49% from 3-point land coming into this game. One of the tops in the country. And right now, they're 7 for 14, 50%.
Taylor decides to elevate.
Wow.
He knocks it down, and he's back up. And a little limp. Got a little bit of an ankle on that. Taylor going to play through it. Big 3 dropped.
Yep. Taylor might have turned his ankle.
19 points for Ryan Taylor. Averages 24 per game on the season.
Yep.
Jamel Taylor again. Talks it up a little bit to Frederick King.
Yep. And he talked to Frederick King. He says, boom.
Side official said maybe no more of that.
Yep.
Jamel said, I got you. I understand.
Yep.
Big answer, though.
Yep.
3 threes in a row. A couple for Jamel Taylor.
Jamel Taylor.
Answered in part on the other end for Evansville. That last 3 there puts Fresno State back within 2. Ball thrown away in the lane. Ray Bowles Jr.
Take your time. Look for Jamel Taylor. He's on fire. Not a good shot.
Too strong.
There's a little guy with a big heart. Jamel Taylor, transfer from the University of Washington. Deshaun Taylor with the ball up way downtown, right in front of the Fresno State bench. Splash. Here we go again. All right. Jaron Hopkins. It was from way downtown. Frederick King was a little late getting there, and he talked a little bit to him. He says, boom, boom. No trash talk, nothing malicious, but you can't do that.
Got knocked down and wanted to let Frederick King know it didn't make a difference to him.
No, you can't do that.
Taylor leading his team now with 11 points. Top scorer for Fresno State is Jamel Taylor with those 11. He's made 3 buckets, all from three-point land, and a couple of free throws. Reverse inside, no good for Evansville for John Hall. And here's a chance for Fresno State to tie or take the lead. By the way, that winning formula graphic that had such great numbers on it.
Yep.
Our thanks, of course, to Cheryl Beasley, to Bill Cullen, both out in the truck cranking it out. I know they had some challenges down here south of the border, and I think they stayed up all night, got a lot of things done. And our entire crew, we appreciate the hard work. Whistle, and it's going the other way. We'll change ends of the floor. Triple Crown Sports proud to produce the Cancun Challenge. Whatever your game, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, treat your team right with destination locations, signature memories, professional staff. Get in the game at triplecrownsports.com. Triple Crown also says thanks to Kayla Manning making the trip down from the Kansas City area. Part of our crew out there putting together those great graphics. We got Matt McClain on the EVS, Brian Bunton out of Salt Lake City on camera for us. Marty Tarr directing, Andy Bach producing. Pete Gillen singing sweet music out here at the Hard Rock Hotel, Riviera Maya.
You got a great crew, terrific team. Everybody worked really hard, getting ready for these games this evening.
Simmons, 3 is good. Evansville needed that. They're back up by 5. Simmons has been big in some big moments tonight. He's got 11 points.
Right. Both these teams are knocking it down from way downtown.
And inside it goes. Bulldogs get an answer. Now the offense picking up pace. Bryson Williams puts that away.
Yep. Nice penetration into the paint by the Bulldogs.
Talking about our multinational crew, our Mexico-based crew, anchored by our technical director, Federico Bobadilla, who's known around the TV world in Mexico as El Jefe. He is the boss. Been with us forever. Well, Simmons with that knockdown. We got fouls both ways going back and forth. This will send it to the other side. After the most recent score here from
Kick
Hunter
it to
Simmons.
The corner, catch and shoot. Blake Simmons, he's fired up.
Blake Simmons takes that from deep, and the Simmons 11 points. He's 4 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 3 rebounds for Blake Simmons. And Simmons has played 32 minutes in this one. That's putting up some good time.
He missed all last season with an ACL injury, and that hurt the Purple Aces. It's where the 16 and 17, if they had him, would have done much better.
John Hall took that last foul. He's got 2. Ball rolls around, comes out. Every point critical now. Under 4 minutes we go in the second half. Championship berth on the line. Explosion to the glass, to the rim, and to the scoreboard. Dwayne Gibson.
Lou Gibson, 50-year senior, Cleveland, Ohio. That time, Hopkins tried to steal it. Gibson went right to the hoop.
Bryson Williams working on Hatkovicius. Ball tipped up and in. Fresno State gets points with Ray Bowles Jr. on the follow, and we're tight. 3:31 left from the Cancun Challenge, our second semifinal 3-point game.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Bon Voyage DMC, the trusted transportation partner for the Cancun Challenge. And by tallorder.com, fit to stand tall.
Big fun at the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, and the daytime turns to night, and the basketball center becomes the focus of attention. Louisiana Tech won by 13 over George Mason earlier tonight on CBS Sports Network. They await the winner of this one, Fresno State or Evansville. Tomorrow's championship, the consolation game on CBS Sports Network, 6 o'clock Eastern, followed by the 10th championship of the Cancun Challenge at 8:30 Eastern Time.
Two great games tomorrow. I mean, this was a terrific game.
How about the crowd here tonight? Evansville traveled noticeably well.
Yep. Purple Aces, great basketball tradition. Their fans love basketball. They said when I was at Xavier coaching, for 9 years, when I was the head coach at Xavier, we played Evansville twice in the Midwest Collegiate Conference at the time. We had great battles with them, and terrific fans, very knowledgeable. They love their hoops.
You know, for multiple reasons, these people are hoping to attend in force the second game tomorrow night, the late game. You get longer to hang out at the pools and around the resort, get a good dinner, and then get in here for the 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time championship tip-off. Evansville and Fresno State drew the late game today in the semifinals. Earlier, Louisiana Tech, George Mason had the 6 o'clock game, and having a good time here in Cancun. And now the competition is what they're all focused on. Timeout on the floor, and that'll take us back to a timeout on CBS Sports Network. Great finish from the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya. Beautiful day, great night. 57-54. Purple Aces and Bulldogs locked up in a tight one. The Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya, the all-inclusive host of the Cancun Challenge. Enjoy a rock star getaway with lavish rooms, world-class dining, and stunning tropical views like those. Start your all-inclusive experience at hrhrivieramaya.com.
Fans are having a lot of fun. It's a terrific game.
Inbounds, it comes from Blake Simmons, and Evansville has the length of the court to go against pressure. Under 3.5 to go.
Anybody's game. It's going right down to the wire. Evansville's got to take care of the ball. 15 turnovers. Season high.
Well, Taylor hustled that down, almost took out Nathaniel Chu, the Triple Crown Sports videographer, and a great save.
Yep.
Won't convert the points. Under 3 minutes we go now.
Yep.
Every point getting tough to get.
Yep.
16 turnovers for the Purple Aces. 10 committed by the Bulldogs. Rebound margin +6 for Evansville, only winning the glass tonight, 32-26. Going to try to not create a rebound here. See if they can make this a 2-possession game. Ryan Taylor was trying to get some contact as the shot clock wound down, and so the shot clock buzzer went off, but that shot got a little bit of the front iron, I believe is what happened. The buzzer went off for the shot clock. The rebound and then falling out of bounds for the Bulldogs. It's going to stay with the Purple Aces.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Taylor stepped on the end line.
Yeah, so the debate there was the shot clock buzzer went off, and so they're thinking, well, that should have been a violation before he went out of bounds. Nope, it did touch the front of the rim.
Right now, if I'm Evansville, I'm milking the clock and try to go inside to Ryan Taylor. He's got Jamel Taylor from Fresno on him, and he's got a big height advantage. Get the ball down low to him.
Taylor, defense,
got
aggressive.
hit.
He had a chance to run through. No whistle, and here come the Bulldogs. Bulls around to Taylor, to the other Taylor, Deshaun. That would have tied it, and a rebound foul.
It's the shot you want. If you're Fresno State, your best player shooting a wide open 3.
Dwayne Gibson rebound foul. Dwayne Gibson now with 4 fouls. 4th personal for Dwayne Gibson on that rebound infraction. Jamel Taylor missed it on the 3 try, and the offense is doing nothing the last couple of minutes. No points anywhere.
At the time the shot was contested, not a good shot.
Poke away.
Wow.
And the foul on the floor there. That is Dwayne Gibson.
Yeah. Great job. Terrific defense by Jerron Hopkins, one of the best steal guys in the country. Top 20 in steals last year for the Bulldogs.
And that
great hands.
forces the 5th foul from Dwayne Gibson. Gibson is a disqualification. That is 5 castigos for Dwayne Gibson.
That's right. You're adjusting well to the language here.
I think, yeah, so Marty, Andy, our director and producer, they were watching some Mexican-produced football last night, and it was Castigo was on a flag or a penalty, and I guess the translation is punishment. Castigo is punishment. That's 5 punishments.
5 punishments.
5 castigos. Big-time free throws here for Fresno State tonight. Just 2 of 10 from the free throw line. They have not made one in this second half. They still haven't.
Wow. 2 for
Evansville
11.
fending them off. 57-54. The team with the basketball also has the 3-point lead. Purple Aces of the Missouri Valley going to take a timeout and set up a half court with 22 seconds on their shot clock. What will Marty Simmons talk to his team about in this half-court possession timeout?
Well, he says,
Ryan Taylor, earlier we saw him go down with a little bit of a twist. Taylor on this shot hit the three and came up a little lame, a little gimpy.
I think he landed on Hopkins' ankle. And then he came out and they retaped his ankle and he came back in. That's what happened. Couldn't quite see it there, but when he came down from the jump shot, he landed that time, all right, on Jaron Hopkins' ankle.
Evansville going to have a week off after tomorrow. They play out New Mexico a week from Wednesdays. So they'll play back-to-back here in Cancun. That's a guy you want to have firing on all cylinders and perfectly healthy if you get in that championship or whatever you do tomorrow. You got another game for sure.
No question. Take your time. The clock's your friend now. Go inside to your best player, Ryan Taylor, down low.
It's Taylor. No good. And the other Taylor, Jamel, having a nice game tonight. 11 points. Pulls his second rebound of the game. Deep three, no good. And there's the 11th rebound of the night, a double-double for Bryson Williams. He's got 11 points, 11 boards. And a timeout now on this half-court set for Rodney Terry and the Fresno State Bulldogs. So now we go to the Fresno State huddle, and with 25 seconds on their shot clock, they're down by 3. What is Rodney Terry charting?
Yeah, well, right now you don't need a 3 for sure. You're down 3 points, but still eternity. 49.3 seconds is plenty. So I'd try to drive the ball. All right, you're in the one-on-one situation. All right, or go inside to Bryson Williams inside. I think he's too quick. If you can turn and face and drive the ball. If you have an open 3, take it. But I think they're taking some forced threes right now, Thad. You know what I mean? They're just taking some bad shots. So I think just right now, be patient. If you're Evansville, you got to rebound. You got to box out. 5 guys got to get in the lane and rebound. It's got to be a gang rebound for the Purple Aces. Once again, for Fresno, your best player is Deshaun Taylor. Right now, is a little cool. Look for him or Bryson Williams. That's how I want to shoot the ball if I'm the Bulldogs. Deshaun Taylor. And once again, if Jamel Taylor's open, he's been on fire. So either of the Taylor players for Fresno or Bryson Williams who can score inside.
The scoreboard has been stuck since 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock has not. The clock's been running down to 49.3, but no points from either team since the 3-minute 30-second mark. So almost 3 minutes of game time with no scoring either way. Still 57-54.
Combination of good defense by both teams and some poor shot selection. I thought that Fresno State took some hurry shots, hurry threes.
Evansville up by 3, and the margin of 3 points. They've got a +5 at the free throw line. Hit 7 out of their 8 free throws, the Purple Aces. Fresno State has left a bunch of points at the line.
Yep. 2 for 11. That can't happen.
And then